Welcome, RtCW mappers, to this tutorial on creating randomized enemy spawns. We'll learn how to add 4 soldiers to our map and control which one will spawn through scripting. I'm using the level editor Netradiant Custom. So let's place the first soldier over here in the corner. And just select him and press N to bring up the entities window. And I'm going to call him Soldier 1. And make sure that the box trigger spawn is ticked. Then just copy this one into a total of 4 soldiers, like so. And make sure they all are trigger spawned. They will be invisible when the game starts, until something triggers them. Let's check them to make sure. This one is Soldier 1, trigger spawn. This one is Soldier 2, trigger spawn. And this one is Soldier 3, trigger spawn. And this one is Soldier 4, trigger spawn. Perfect. I think it's good enough. Everything looks okay, so let's compile the map. Yeah, it's a small map. All 4 soldiers are set up and ready, but they are invisible. I just wanted to take a quick look at the map. I want only 1 soldier to spawn randomly each time the map is started. And there are many ways to set this up with various entities and scripting. Here's an illustration of how I will do it in this tutorial. The player steps into a trigger zone, which alerts the script. And the script will have a randomization function that spawns just 1 of the 4 soldiers. Okay, let's go back to the editor. Now it's time to create that trigger zone. Go to the folder Common and select the trigger texture. There it is. Click once. In the 2D window, just create a nice trigger zone, like so. I put it here at the lamps. So in the map, we know that the trigger zone is very close to these lamps. And it will be the second lamp. Okay, now we need to turn this brush into an AI trigger. So right-click in the 2D window and select AI trigger. Alternatively, select the brush and then use your right mouse button and double-click in the 3D window to select AI trigger. Both methods work the same. To configure the AI trigger, highlight it, press N, and set the weight value to -1. Set AI name to player, and set target to something like, for example, start random, to link this AI trigger to a specific event in your script. Save the map. In the player's script, write the following. The command accum stands for accumulator, which is used to store or remember numerical values. You can have multiple accums, starting with accum 0 and then accum 1, accum 2, etc. In this example, we'll just need 1, and I'm naming it accum 0. The command random is used to set the value of accum 0 to a random number. In this example, I've written the digit 4. We will get 1 out of 4 possible values: 0, 1, 2, or 3. Yes, this randomization function always starts on 0. So please remember that for your future mapping projects. And the command trigger player random choice will trigger another event. Let's set up that event. Beautiful, isn't it? So, just to recap, the player steps into the trigger zone, which triggers this event. And I call it start random. You can call it whatever you want, as long as you have this trigger command in front of it. So trigger start random. And we have this accum 0 storage space. And here we are telling the machine to create a random number. It could be 0, 1, 2, or 3. And put that number into the storage space named accum 0. Then trigger this event. Down here. Trigger this one, please. So the machine will trigger this, which in turn will trigger 4 separate events. And I haven't scripted them yet, but I'm just trying to summarize it as far as we've gone so far. The trigger zone will trigger this one. We will get a random number, and then these 4 events will be triggered. And we have them here. This one, and that one, and finally the 4th event. And guess what? The storage space named accum 0 holds a number. Let's say it holds the number 3. And this command is quite easy to understand. If it's not equal to 0, then stop. So in other words, this part will not be executed. The script will stop here. It's aborted. And the same goes for this event. If the accum 0 storage space is holding the digit 3, it will abort because it's not equal to 1. And the same here if it's not equal to 2. And finally, we run into something that is acceptable. So the script continues and the soldier entity is alerted. So there you have it. I think that's all the scripting we need to do for the moment. Let's save the script. Everything looks okay in the editor, so let's compile the map. And then we're gonna create some bot files using the BSPCUI executable. Let's run the map. I haven't tested it yet, so this will be very interesting. Let's hope everything works. SP dev map Exodus. Make sure you have a map name that is easy to spell. Oh, I wonder if it works. Here's the first lamp, and here's the second lamp. Let's step into the trigger zone. Oh, shit. Let's type no target. Now the enemies will not target me anymore. Seems to be working. Their faces are a bit dark, and I know a trick to make the models more bright, so let's quit. Okay, we're back in the editor. I'm gonna select a brush and press N to bring up the entity window. And I'm gonna type ambient. Let's give it a value of, let's say, 20 this time. That will give the entire map an ambient brightness of 20. And perhaps most importantly, I'm gonna type in a grid size. 128 space, 128 space, 256, and then press enter to execute. My experience is that this command will make the models brighter. Let's compile. Let's create some new bot files. Let's step into, no, hang on, let's bring down the console and type no target. And let's step into the trigger zone. Soldier number 2 has spawned into the game. And he looks much brighter. So, in theory, Each of these 4 soldiers have an equal chance of spawning into the game. We have seen so far that Soldier 1 and Soldier 2 is functional. So I think we're gonna end the video now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe, share the video, or write a comment under the video if you enjoyed it.